Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Dae. This is Daylight Healing Oracle, and if you found your way here, I trust that there's a message for you. Let's pull some cards from the Dragon Oracle. This is the Diana Cooper Messages from the Dragons deck. I have been feeling the energy of the dragons, this ancient remembrance of an energy of magic, of a land where more was possible than we were told. I've always believed that there's a reason why humans tell us stories about fantasy, that we have always told stories of myth and legend, of magic, fairy tales, of the fact that there is more to existence than we have always been told. You know, there may have been times of burning the witches and hiding the magic and burning the books and stopping the education, but through it all, the remembrance of magic, the teachings have made it through stories, have made it through myths and legends of dragons and castles and wizards and witches, even if they might have been told in a way that villainizes some of the wrong people. I believe that within all of us, there has always been a knowing. There is a secret awakening code embedded within these stories. So, very itchy nose as I said that. Oh my goodness. I feel like every time I feel like I almost like opened a really dusty room that hasn't been talked about in a really long time as I did that. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that felt really potent. These stories, these myths, these legends, they have embedded knowledge within them all, even if they were told in a way that they would be accepted by a society that was telling lies. Because what we've seen in the stories of the patriarchy, in the myths, are all distortions. They are never creations. They're distortions of these old tales of the people of the land, then taken and, tried to be controlled. 333, as I said that. But it's awakening. You cannot hide the truth. You cannot hide the truth. So I think this remembrance and this longing for magic, there's a reason why, because we are here now to bring back the age of magic in a way where we step forward in integrity in doing so, where it is only aligned within our true soul's intention. And that is directly connected to what we create and how we create it, and and what comes back to us threefold. Our intention is what comes back to us. So if you are in a world that has been, where it feels like you have been giving and you have not been receiving in reciprocity, that is changing now. Orange Dragon brings soul families and communities together, spread belonging, warmth, and oneness, bring people together everywhere. And then we have the Emerald Dragon, brings in healing and cosmic abundance. Good fortune is coming. Let your thoughts support your divine perfection. Align with your fifth dimensional blueprint. And then we also have Air and Fire Dragon, expands your creative energies. Harness your creativity, excitement, and enthusiasm. Communicate your passion. What is it that brings you to life? Because that is your path. That is what you can follow. This is the time to go after dreams, to balance the intuition and the logic by daily action, but only daily action on what it is that truly brings you to life, not what you think you should do to get to the next stage. To find some time to prioritize something that fuels you and brings you energy. And that happens when we allow ourselves room to heal. When we don't feel some sort of creative spark, it's because we are being asked to sit in stillness. Because what comes up in the stillness is what we have been avoiding feeling. And when we can release that, we are no longer afraid of that, we are no longer carrying that, then we are so much lighter to move forward and let the love in, let the light in. There is a big change happening. I just saw a solar eclipse on the bottom of the deck. This past eclipse season has been so intense. It seems as if every eclipse season has been getting even more intense, because there is something that is requiring us to make a choice. We are moving into the age of Aquarius. It's this great shift of the astrological ages. Just, because the earth is on an axis that is not straightforward. The earth has the poles that do not go straight up and down. So that has to do with the precession of the equinoxes going through the great astrological ages every 2,000 years or so. That is us shifting into the age of Aquarius now, the age of technology, of information, of infinite possibility, but also of oneness, of the understanding that we are all one, and there really isn't that much of a separation, and that we all deserve equality. And we also have, basically everything is a fractal pattern, right? Everything is you have like one pattern, then everything repeats itself. That's the flower of life, sacred geometry. The number 6 is the 6th dimension because it is the geometric pattern of life that reverberates throughout all that is. So just as you have the revolution of the axis of the earth in the precession of the equinoxes, you also have the same thing happening with the moon. And that is what we talk about eclipse season being. The north and south node pointing at two different signs, two sister signs opposite each other on the astrological wheel. And during this time, this eclipse time, we are set up for our basically like every 6-month evolution. We are constantly asked to evolve as the world evolves. That is what this age of Aquarius has brought up. So that is why eclipse seasons feel like they are so intense, and they are just getting even more intense. We have just left the Scorpio-Taurus axis. We're at like the very end of it. If you're watching this around the time of upload, you know, the axis is going to switch mid-July 2023. But this is going to be happening for the next, 18 months. And we are constantly going through this process. You can see how this might be personally affecting you by understanding where the energies of the signs lie over your astrological chart. So if you look at the houses, what sign is over each house? That can help you understand, as well as where your north and south nodes are. You're probably just going to see the north node. It looks like a horseshoe. And just know that whatever sign and house your north node is in, the south node is, although it might not be on the chart, it's going to be in the exact opposite sign and house. I talk about this because this is the balance of our of duality, polarity. Duality is saying that one is better than the other, but polarity is the fact that there's a balance between the two. In our astrological charts, they talk about also in Vedic astrology, they call it Rahu and Ketu, Rahu being the north node, the head of the dragon. This idea that we must move forward, move forward with everything that we are. Here is Source Dragon, right? This is the dragon that is balanced within, that has found the light within, the balance between the energies. So when I talk about the astrological sister signs of these two opposites, let's take where we're heading now into the Aries and Libra nodes. You have Aries energy of fire, of the warrior, of I am, of determination, I'm going to do this. And you have the Libra energy of balance, of reciprocity, let's work together, let's make things happen together, and I'm here to support you. And when those energies are out of balance, you can codependently give, and you can also end up just and where others can codependently take. And this can be seen in the empath-narcissist dynamic that is so prevalent in our culture right now. So it's very apt timing that we would be facing the Aries-Libra axis now coming up in the next eclipse seasons. Because part of this is learning how to balance give and take. Those who have been so giving are now learning to receive. And those who have been taking without regard from others, that is going to come back to them. They are no longer going to be allowed to siphon energy from others. And then they're going to have to figure out how to go within or try to grasp on the outside, but that is not advised, as many, although many may still do that. So that brings me to this astrological age change, shift, and how we must evolve as the world around us evolves. And so too our dreams, because our perceptions evolve as we allow the freedom to want differently, to want more or less than we thought we did. And what is happening right now is that in this great shift, you can see how certain planetary alignments will come together and work together to really give us the pushes that we need and prepare us for every step along the way. So when we have the chance to do some work that the planets give us, there's a reason for it. Ignoring it and trying to push through is just going to make it harder. when the planets give us a chance to do this shadow work, it's best to do it when they are requiring it, because there's a reason why we are being prepared, so that we may push off and not be holding on to old baggage, old perceptions that no longer have a place in the life we are building, in the life that is waiting for us, in the person that we are embodying right now. One more thing about the astrology is Pluto, during its journey through to Aquarius, back through Capricorn, retrograding until it lands in Aquarius. Well, we're retrograding back to Capricorn now. And what this marks is a karmic choice point of some sort. Are we going to look at what is not aligning? Are we going to make the decisions that our intuition is saying? Or are we going to stubbornly forge ahead against the current? It's just going to get more rough if that's the choice you make. But there is a chance to allow some flow, allow some surrender to the divine blueprint, and trust that what you want wants you, but you don't have to make it happen by your stubborn fixed idea of how it needs to happen. Because maybe what you think you want is not what you want, and maybe what you don't see is the perfect thing for you. And as long as we can have some openness, maintain some room for surprise, that is where the miracles come in. That's what Noodle says. Okay, Bean. All right. Well, thank you so much for being here. This was mixed message from the dragons and the planets. Really, I feel like it's talking about the dragon inside of us, of the balance of our north and south node, the balance of our energies. I'll be making some more videos on how we can read our own astrology charts. But if you are interested in a personal reading, you can check the link below. Go to daylighthealing.com. Well, let me know how this resonated with you. I'd love to hear about it. Thank you so much to everyone who's subscribed and liked the videos. I really appreciate it. I can really feel your support as this channel is growing, and I look forward to seeing more and giving you more videos like this. All right, take care. From me and Noodle. Bye, Noodle.